Dundee United's strategy to survive and prosper in Scottish football's restrictive financial environment has two main strands. The Tannadice club shops in untapped markets for emerging talents in the hope that, in the fullness of time, it can turn a handsome profit on hitherto unknown players. Closer to home, it invests heavily in its academy, rearing homegrown talents such as skipper Ross Graham. The fervent hope is that a combination of the two approaches culminates in a squad which is successful and has market value. To that end, from a distance, the practice of developing another club's players for them would appear to be contrary to the principles of the controlling Ogren family. But exceptions can always be made for exceptional talents. Now approaching the end of his second full term at Tannadice, Luca Stephenson has shown himself to be worthy of bending the rules. Stephenson has been a Liverpool player since 2018 after being plucked from Sunderland. He extended that arrangement by signing a new long-term deal at Anfield last summer before returning to Tayside. Given United have paid a percentage of his wages across the past 2 years and will probably be priced out of a permanent move if the Liverpool ever decide to sell, you could suggest they poured money down the drain. Or, at least, you might do if you haven't seen what he has brought to the table across his 2 spells in the Premiership. Well, so what if his parent club will eventually make money they really don't need off the back of United's efforts? At a club where Andy Robertson spent just a season before moving to Hull, they've been able to enjoy a star in the making for twice as long. Just as Stephenson has been good for United, so United have been good for him. They were a newly promoted side when he first arrived in Scotland off the back of a first preseason under Arne Slot in 2024. His pedigree was apparent when he made his debut in a League Cup match against St Mirren. He scored his first goal in Tangerine the following week against St Johnstone and rarely looked back. Maintaining his standards into the new year, you'd never have known that he was playing with a double hernia as Jim Goodwin's side surged to 4th place and back into Europe. Surgery curtailed Stephenson's campaign, but the impact he made was significant. He scooped both the club's and the supporters' Young Player of the Year awards. For all the world, they felt like farewell gifts. It wasn't just his tenacity in the tackle and use of the ball which endeared him to the United supporters. His versatility was extraordinary. With his manager switching between formations, he played right back, right wing back, left back and center midfield. And he looked entirely comfortable in each of them. Upon returning to Liverpool last summer, he found he had another string to his bow. He partnered Joe Gomez at centre-half in a friendly against Preston which marked the first game since the death of Diogo Jota and his brother. It was interesting, but it stood me in good stead because it was not my natural position, he recalled. But I played in so many positions last year, I kind of just got used to learning on the job and doing it. I think it, being versatile, is a good thing. It can only benefit you, can't it really? I think if I couldn't play in all of those positions, my chances would become more limited and you're kind of stuck to one position. If there's a space at right back, I'll play there. If there's no space at right back, let's see if I can fill a place. This can-do attitude has served him well. Stephenson was captain of the Reds under-18s before wearing the armband for the under-21s. It said much about his status at United that Goodwin gave him the honour for a recent match with Motherwell on a day that regular skipper Graham and vice-captain Will Ferry were benched. It underscored Goodwin's appreciation of his talent and attitude. It was quite a big moment, he recalled. I think I've got the character for it. I try to lead whether I'm captain or not, and I try to kind of set the standards and all that stuff. It's a lot of credit to the gaffer and the confidence he instilled with me from the minute I walked through the door there. Last season when I first went in, I had a decent start but made a couple of mistakes. I kind of got us knocked out of the cup quarterfinal at Motherwell, giving away a penalty, but he stuck with me and the trust he put in me after those games. He didn't take me out, he just kept me in the team and gave me that confidence.